Oh man, this it's always senior day is always a special event around here. But when you put that on top of that, it's even more special just because of the opportunity that we have. But we don't want to take that for granted. We want to continue to improve in areas where we can improve and do whatever we can to get a win.
What do you think your legacy is here? What do you hope it is, I guess?
Man, I really don't know what my legacy is here, but I just I hope that people know for sure that I'm a man of faith, and I've always lived my life that way. But just that I gave everything to the program that I have. Like I said before, I never took a day off. I never took a practice off. Never skipped a rep in the weight room. Never took a sprint off. Anything that had to do with this program, I did it, with all my heart, and I meant it from the bottom of my heart. So it's a guy like that.
Tom, I want to go back to Moneyball with you, and we talked about this moment. We talked about this to be your last year, and you were emotional at Moneyball.
Yeah.
But if I had told you would be playing for a Big Ten title on that day, I don't even think you would have even thought that big. So for you, does that make the day, if it's possible, even more special?
Yeah, it does, and it's beautiful because I know it's a part of God's plan, for my life, because I couldn't write it. I couldn't write this, especially it being senior night opportunity that we have. It's so special, but I'm thankful just to be a part of a program that gives me opportunities like this.
Have you played that vision out in your mind where you've seen other seniors kiss that starting in midcourt?
Yeah,
Have you thought about yourself in that?
I've been playing it out since I was a freshman. To be honest, I have. It was one day that I was like, man, I want to get to that day, but I love it here so much that it's kind of like I don't want to get there. But now that it's finally here, it's like, I can't even explain the emotions that's going through me. I was going to class this morning. I just was walking past the Bears, and I was looking like, man, 4 years. It came by so fast, but
So when you say planning out, you plan out the kiss? You practice the kiss on?
No, I ain't practice it. I envision myself doing it. I ain't practice it.
Tom, Miles, Cassius, Joshua, several of the Ben Carter, these guys have all mentioned what you've meant to them in recruiting. Even several of the next year's class that you're not going to play with talked about you being their recruiter. Clearly, that's a gift that you have in your life. Is coaching something you would ever consider? Is it something that you would like to do?
Oh yeah, I definitely think I want to coach one day if it's God's will for my life. Wherever He take me is what I want to do the most. So, but I definitely love the game. I would love to be around the game for as long as I possibly can.
With Izzo talking about what you've meant to him in this program, would that be a dream one day to come back as a GA and maybe start your coaching career here?
Definitely. Like I said, if it's God's will for my life, and no better place in the country than to be here.
You played in a Final Four in your freshman year, but no Big Ten championships in that stretch. What does that part of this mean to you, that this could be locked up here in the next couple of days?
It's special, man. Just to have this opportunity. That's one of my goals in college, is to win the Big Ten, championship outright. And it's finally here, so you just want to embrace the moment and don't take it for granted.
Tom, all the hours you've spent in this facility and the floor at the Breslin, has it kind of hit you yet that tomorrow is the final game?
Yeah. I'm trying not to get emotional because it is what it is, man. But I love this place, man. If you guys know that, you see me play for 4 years now. Everything this program means to me in my life, what it's done for me. I know everything the coaches that my teammates have done for me over the past 4 years. It's just something that, growing up in the Bahamas, man, you can never, ever dream about it. For it to actually be happening, I can't thank God enough for everything I've been able to do at Michigan State.
Tom, what is this
program? Through the recruiting process with other guys, because that's one of the things that people talk about with you. You've gotten in and kind of sold this program to other guys.
Well, I just, be honest with them and tell them about what we really do at Michigan State. It's a family above everything, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I came here. So, you gotta let guys know the truth about, how it is here, and that we really care about you as a person, not just as a basketball player. I think, when they come here, I spend a lot of one-on-one time with them, and just, I'll be honest with them about everything, about who I am, and how I can help them in any area of their life that they need help in.
Tom, what has this program taught you, and what will you bring with you for the rest of your life?
This program has taught me a lot. Firstly, you know, you talk about in the leadership aspect. You know, Coach Izz has taught me that, you know, you can't just, you know, lead. You gotta lead by example, but you gotta be able to hold people accountable, especially, you know, the people that you keep closest to you. You know, being able to lead your best friend is what's gonna make you into a leader. And, you know, just like I said, the family environment, you know, makes me want to, you know, be even that much more closer to my family when I have the opportunity to do that.
As someone who knows this program inside and out, what is your reaction to all the questions and the critics, particularly with Tom Izzo and the program right now? I mean, how does that make you feel?
I mean, this is a family, and I love Coach Izzo, and I know who he is, and I respect him, everything about him, and I love him.
Your class, you came in with Javon and Marvin too. I mean, they would have obviously been here with you.
Yeah.
I mean, was that hard when they left? I know you're very close to them, and just not having them here.
Yeah, it was hard when they left. You know, I got a tattoo on my left leg that I got with Marvin and JB, same exact spot.
It's not their names, is it?
No. No, it says 3 each. You know, those guys are really special to me. You know, went to the same high school as Mark, played on the same AU team with him. And, you know, JB, I talked to him a lot. You know, when we were both committed in high school, and I actually played in a tournament with him, I think down in Ohio, where I got to meet him before we came to college. So, you know, I talked to those guys a lot, and, you know, I wish they could be here, but, you know, we all have different paths.
What's your proudest moment to this point?
Proudest moment. I mean, the best experience I had since I've been here is, you know, winning that game in the Elite Eight to go to a Final Four, and then actually being at the Final Four. You know, you come from, you know, where I'm coming from, being in the Bahamas, to playing in front of 70,000 people and starting as a freshman is just something that you can never ever write down. So.
You talked about holding people accountable. As your role has changed and Cassius has come forward, like how have you continued to try to do that?
I just continue to be myself. I don't think I've changed one bit. Just continue to lead by example. Tell guys what they need to hear, you know, when they need to hear it. What I can see from when I'm on the floor, when I'm on the bench, it don't matter. I mean, I continue to be the talent I've been since I first came here.
Doug Herner said he would have retired a couple of years ago or left completely if it wasn't for you. What the impact you've had on culturally on those guys like him, and even Coach Izzo and staff. What can you kind of put that into words and how those relationships have?
You know, I never knew that I would have that impact. You know, for Herner to say that, I never knew that I would be lying if I said I knew that I would be able to inspire people the way I have since I've been at Michigan State. You know, and I don't want to say that I knew I was going to do that, but just to hear people talk about me the way they do, and, you know, it's just, you know, it makes me think about my mom a lot and my dad a lot and just where I came from, and, you know, to know that, you know, my mom always told me that, you know, manners and respect will take you further than any sport will take you, and to know that I stuck with what I learned when I was growing up as a kid, and for people to say things like that, it's just a blessing.
I've been joking with Miles or Jaron that it's their last game too.
No, I haven't. They just been really talking about me, to be honest. Both Miles and Jaron, everybody really just talk. You know, they giving me crap about how I'm gonna be emotional the whole week, crying in practice, crying. But hey, they were right.
Miles said you've been counting down for months this day, not really
counting
wanting
down for years now. And not in a bad way, just the way that, you know, it was coming to an end, and we still got a lot of basketball left. That's the beauty in this whole thing.
So they were right, you have been crying in practice?
What's that?
So you said they're right, you have been emotional in practice?
Yeah, I have. I've cried in practice a lot of times, just for the mere fact that I can play basketball. But then this year, I think the first practice I was crying, and then, you know, sometimes I just look around and, you know, just be appreciative, thankful to God that I'm able to play the game, and I'll share a few tears. But this morning I was walking and I got teary-eyed just walking past the press, and just, you know, all the memories, you know, playing in this gym, you know, more than 70 times, and all that kind of stuff will run through your head.
What do you want to do after basketball?
I want to, man, to be honest, the biggest thing I want to do personally is being, you know, God's will for my life, whatever that may be. I want to play basketball for as long as I possibly can, but I also want to help as many people as I possibly can in my time here on earth.
Tom, can you summarize what it was like growing up for you in the Bahamas? You know, you referenced it, we've talked about it, but just for people who haven't heard your story and testimony, if you will, of like where you've come from and where you are now, and you know, graduating and whatnot.
Yeah, well, you know, growing up in the Bahamas, you know, it was really tough. Growing up in the hood, you know, my first house was a 1-bedroom house. Slept in the same bed with me, my mom, my dad, and my brother, and you know. Back home, it's not a lot of opportunity, and kids can't see further than they can look. And I think what I did in my life was I didn't, you know, I walked by faith and not by sight. You know, the things that I was seeing every day, you know, wasn't what I was seeing in my heart. So until I had to work until, you know, what I was seeing in my heart was my reality. And you know, just living with my mom and my dad, you know, started off track and field. You know, quitting the scholarship when I was 12 and a half years old, and then going to a basketball practice without telling my parents. You know, it was things I had to do because I had a dream and a desire, you know, to make a better life for my family. You know, I never starved, anything like that. I always had a place to stay, stuff like that. But, you know, just growing up in the Bahamas, it was tough because, like I said, it's not a lot of opportunities. So when I left home when I was 13 years old, it was kind of like people probably thought I was crazy, you know. I was really small, and everybody thought, like, what is he gonna do? And, you know, like I said, I couldn't write this part of my life, and that's how I know that God has been continuously blessing me, and I'm so thankful and humbled by it. You know, I'm about to get a college degree. You know, I started in the Final Four. I went to Italy to play a game of basketball. I've done so many things, man. I've won championships here. You know, just things that I can set my family up for life just by, you know, getting a college degree, and then whatever God has in store for me next, I'll be able to take care of my family. And then also, my passion is people and being able to not just change the lives of my family members, but the lives of people that are not a part of my family.
Toby, you've seen a lot of these senior days before you. I mean, what is it like to see that moment, and what makes it so special here at Michigan State?
I don't know, man. It's just it's a tradition here, you know. Senior days, you know, when I was a freshman, watching Trav go out on senior night, BJ. That's when I knew how special it was. And, you know it's special because they do it afterwards. Most teams probably do it before, but man, like I said, I try not to get emotional. I try to hold back my tears, but it's just a part of me, man. It's just this place has a special place in my heart that I could, you know, I don't know, I can't even put it in words.
Have you visualized that moment of kissing the Spartan head?
Yeah, I visualized all that, you know. I visualized, you know, winning the game. I visualized, you know, looking at my coaches and walking out with my mom, and then looking at my teammates. You know, it's hard to even visualize it. I get emotional just thinking about it. But you know, it's kind of like, man, I've been here for 4 years, and you know, a special day in Spartan basketball is senior day, and now that, you know, it's finally mine. It's just like, and it's tomorrow. It's not 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away, or when I was saying, okay, I got, you know, 2 years to go. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 day away, so it's special.
Tom Izzo has said that you have done far more for him than he's ever done for you. And when you think about a Hall of Fame career, championships, all the NBA players, the financial success he's had, that's quite a high honor. What does that mean to you to have them? Because you've admitted you love him. What's it mean to you to have him say that about your legacy?
Man, I can't put it in words. Coach to say that, man, that means the world to me. You know, it just tells that it has nothing to do with basketball. It has to do with the relationship we have and the kind of person that I am. And I can't thank God enough for the opportunities He's given me and where He's placed me in my life and how I've been able to affect people.
You're humble, but you're honest and you're a realist. Ben Carter just says you're the epitome of Spartan basketball. Gavin Schilling says you are this team. What does it mean to you to be the captain, not be the starting point guard, but to have the respect from your head coach down to your teammates?
Man, like I said, it means everything, man. It just, when you hear people talk about you like that and say what you mean to them, it's like you could never dream of it where I'm from. And you know, I respect those guys. I work hard every single day for them. I put in as much time as I possibly can. And this program has given me so many things. And, you know, to be able to play for Coach Izzo and that coaching staff, you know, what Coach Fife means to me, Coach DJ, Coach Garland, Hernan means to me, David Thomas, Thomas Kelly, you know, Drew Donesco, all those guys. I could go on and on. Man, it's just something that I could never dream of as a kid, and I'm so thankful and humbled by it.
Do your parents still live in the Bahamas?
Yeah, my mom and my dad.
Mom made it. Did Mom make it?
Mom is here, but my dad couldn't make it, and my brother couldn't make it.
Where's your brother?
He has SEC championships in Arkansas.
Does he play basketball or?
No, he's actually a world-class track and field athlete. He's a long jumper and a triple jumper.
So you were supposed to be a track guy, and you had to sneak to basketball practice?
Yeah, because I fell in love. You know, I was fast. I was fast when I was growing up, and you know, I won a lot. And nobody was faster than me growing up, really. And I won a lot, and I just didn't like the feeling of celebrating on my own after I won. So I wanted to play a team sport, and then so I just started playing basketball.